So, good afternoon, uh, Dr. Sabay. So, my report is about the top-down design. So, the top-down design, also known as stepwise refinement, is an approach to problem solving and system development that starts with a broad overview and progressively breaks down complex systems into smaller, now manageable component by decomposing a system into hierarchical layers of functionality. Design can focus on the general structure before dividing into specific details. Now we have the case steps. Number one, begin with higher level definition of the overall system. Then number two, divide the systems into subsystems by or modules. Now continue breaking down its modules until all are manageable, well-defined tasks. Key characteristics of structured programming. Structured programming is a program aimed at improving clarity, quality, and development efficiency. It emphasized breaking down complex programs into smaller, more manageable functions or blocks and reducing the use of certain control structures like GoTo. Now, characteristics, we have modularity. Number one, the program is divided into dependent, reusable, modular, or module or functions. Number two, sequential flow control uses a clear, predictable flow of control primarily with loops, conditionals, and function. Clarity and readability by structuring code into functions or procedure structured programming improves readability and ease of maintenance. Number four, top-down design complexity support hierarchical or top-down design allowing complex problem to be solved modular components. Now, infographics deals ideas for structured design hierarchy, chart, visual representation of modular arranged in a top-down programming. Now, top-down approach the top-down approach in programming is a problem-solving method where a complex system is broken down into smaller manageable parts. Now, the process begins with a broad overview of the program, defining the main function or task, and then breaking it down progressively into smaller subtasks or modules. Now, this approach continues until each module is simple enough to be coded individually. Key characteristics of structured programming. Number one, modularity. Code is divided into dependent modules or function. It's focusing on specific tasks, uh, enhancing readability and reusability. Number two, sequential flow. Structured programming or programs follow logical sequence of instructions with a clear start and end. Control structure, it primarily uses three control structures, sequence statement after another, selection like if else, and iteration like loop or loops to manage program flow. A single entry and exit point, each module has a single entry and exit, reducing errors and simplifying debugging. Number five, the last one is to emphasize or on readability and maintainability. It's clear structure, comments, and independent make code easy to understand and modify. Next, ganito. So I have here my program, my sample program in C++ language. It is a snake program. Now, in the first line of this program, number sign includes IO streams, includes the IO stream. It is for the library for input and output, which we use to display the game in the console. So next one is number sign include connew.h. Include the connew.h, its library, which contain function like key be hit to check if the key is pressed, and get open parenthesis close parenthesis to capture the press key. This is specific to Windows. So in line 3, we have number sign include Windows.h. So this includes the Windows.h library to use sleep, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, for pausing the program, which makes the game slower and playable. Now, in line 4, we have using namespace std semicolon allows us to use standard library functions like cout without the std double colon prefix. Now for line number 5, it is bool game over Boolean variable to make it if the game has ended, it's set to false initially and become true when the snake collides with a wall or itself. Const and width equals 20 and const and height equals 20, constant for the game boards with the height, width and height. Now, line number 7 is int x and y. Okay, float x and float y, then score. Now, x and y represent the current coordinates of the snake head. Then the float x and float y represent the coordinates of the fruit to the game board. Then 10 scores keeps track of the player's score, which increases each time the snake eats the fruit. Then line number 11, int or int tail x open brace 100 close brace comma tail y, same the open brace with comma and with 100, and then the close brace, then semicolon. It's array to store the position of a snake tail segment. So tail x stores the x coordinates and tail y stores the y coordinates. Now in tail, track the number of segment in the snake tail. So in direction, open brace stop equals 0, comma left, comma right, comma up and down. Close brace is an enumeration to define the direction in which the snake can move. So line number 14 is the direction, dir semicolon is a variable of type direction to store the current direction of the snake movement. Now void set up for the next line, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. This function initialize the game's starting condition. Now number 16 or line 16 is game over equals false. So sets game over to false, indicating the game is starting. Then line number 16 is dir stop, sets the initial direction of the snake to stop not moving. Now line number 18 is x equals width over 2 and semicolon and y equals height over 2 semicolon. Now places the snake's head at the center of the board. So I have here in line number 19 is the fruit x equals run, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, with and fruit t equals run, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, height, places the fruit at the random position which the board boundaries. Number line 20, scores equals 0, sets the initial score to 0. 21, number 21, line number 21, void draw, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, this function draw the game board on the console. Now, system CLS is clear the screen to redraw the board on each frame. So line 23 for INT, I equals 0 and I is less than with plus 2 plus I plus C out, then number sign. This draw the top boundary wall of the game board. Now line 24, C out and L moves to the next line. For and I equals 0, I is height I plus plus, so loops through each row of the game board. Now for the last line, which is line 26 for open parenthesis, int j equals 0, semicolon j is the with j plus plus, it is loops through each column in the row. So this is my explanation of my sample program, a simple snake program in C++, sir. Thank you very much.